Hello, crazy world. You've arrived at that's a pretty crazy idea. And me, I'm John.
Okay, we've just taken out the clutch master cylinder. We undid the line. We had to take the upper line off to get to this one, and we can't get to that one because it's all behind everything. And we still have the rubber hose attached to it from the little top-up cylinder. And yeah, should be free. Okay, to get the clutch pedal detached, you need to undo that little clip off of the pin that's in here. I don't know if it's ever going to show up. But there's a little pin right there, and once you push it through, pull it out from this end. There we go. She's out.
You push it the other way?
And then you got to take the two bolts off. There's one right there, and there's the other harder one which is above. Okay, once you get the two bolts out from the inside, the only problem you have is snaking it out. This is an awkward one. Okay, I'm repairing a little bugger up that I did when I put this on. So you got to take the pin out, take that off, take that off. The reason I buggered it up, I can't even explain it. Didn't want to go in. We're getting smart this time. We're heating this piece of metal. We got a new one of these in the fridge, and hopefully then the fitting should be easy. Well, we replaced the fitting at the top of the clutch master cylinder, deep down in there. And now there's so now I'm wondering if this thing isn't blocked, and that's causing it to back pressure up into the master cylinder rather than flow all the way through, because it fits right in here, and between the master cylinder and the slave cylinder. I wonder. So I bought a brand new clutch master cylinder, but for some reason it is leaking like a sieve. So I'm going to try and trade the new internals for the old body. The old body was gone because the internals were gone. So hopefully this will work in here. I'm not sure if it will, but we'll wait and see. Otherwise I got to buy another one of these, because I bought this like 6 months ago before I had all my problems and sorted, so I didn't know that this was really bad. So hopefully this one's going to be cat's meow again, because usually the metal inside is usually okay. It's just going to be the rubber bushings on the plunger. The toothbrush, these weren't long enough, so it seems to be working out okay. Pouring out a lot of crap, a little bit of brake cleaner inside the reservoir. Just got to let it dry properly before I do anything with it. I wasn't going to take the inlet off, but I tried putting a piece of wire down and it didn't come right the way through, so it must be some sort of jog in here. I just want to make sure it's all cleaned out, so I'll take it off and clean it. Well, you open that up and that's I don't know if you can see how dirty it is. It's really dirty and sludgy in there. Let's just see. Yeah. Super dirty, super sludgy. Okay, so the whole clutch thing is in. And no oil. So finally got it working. I'll just go tap. Tap on the clutch and see how it goes down. Oh yeah, now there's fuel. Okay. So that's probably one thing fixed. Okay, a couple of things. This was the original factory fitting that goes in here. And then the pin goes in from the other side. Like that. It's supposed to fit on around through there, which then allows this to turn. The only problem was this was such a tight fit in here that I was squeezing it and trying to compress it in a vise, and even then I chewed it all up when I tried to bash the pin through. It just would not go in proper. So the second time I did it, I actually bought a new one of these, and yeah, those little rubber thing here, this and this was $50. Incredible. But I bought it from Honda. Even the second time, it did not fit properly in here. The second I put it into the original casing, it just fit in proper and it turned and the pin went in pretty easy. That was the problem with this one, I think, why it started leaking. Now, when you're under the dash and you're trying to deal with getting the pin through the clutch pedal and this, there isn't a lot of room. You can't even hardly see it. So what I ended up doing was using a magnet, and I poked it in through here, oops, like that, and I just held the pin lightly on this end and pulled it back through. It got to in here, and then it hit the pedal, and I had to joggle the pedal around, and then it pushed through the rest of the way. But yeah, this is a little pencil magnet. It worked great for doing that. Wouldn't want to try it again without it. Okay, so what we got to deal with is there's a nut right up in there, right there, that you have to get to and get the nut on. And the only way I could do it is with a short one of these. Before you bleed the brakes, this will go straight down and stay on the floor, which gets the piece of round bar that's right there and closer to the nut, and then you can get this in. Now the problem is this one has to come in from above this dash, otherwise it won't go in squarely and it won't screw on, and that's your problem. After you get it screwed on a little bit, of course you can just add an extension, and it'll go on fine after that. But we fought with that one quite a while, trying to get it on. So that's the easy way to get that one on.